everybody. Hi. We're here.
Hello, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Yay!
Oh, I love it. I'm listening to music over here turned down because I know I'll get a copy. Well, I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure I'll get a copyright strike if I turn it up. And it's one of my favorite songs. It just started. I love it. Blue
Well,
Chip.
we don't
It's
want to
the Blue
copyright
Chip
strike.
Orchestra. You know me. I really like them.
Uh-oh. Ruben's out there getting into trouble. I can hear Rick going, "Hey, stop chewing on the chair."
Can you guys hear that? I listen to this all morning on Tuesdays. Is this music like this?
I like it.
Thank you. Me too.
I like it very much.
Let me see. What's this song called? Might as well give him credit, eh?
Oh, yeah.
It's called Inyan the Rock by Blue Chip Orchestra.
Oh, I love Blue Chip Orchestra. I thought it was Blue Chip. I thought it was. You turned me on to Blue Chip Orchestra, and I've been listening to Blue Chip.
Oh, I love it.
Ruben loves Blue Chip Orchestra too.
Oh, they're in a megahertz that just kind of is soothing. Yeah, you can't sit still.
Yeah.
I dance. Oh, look. I got to show you guys. Look over here.
Oh, look at that baby.
I'm snoozing. He's been playing.
Oh,
He's been playing and
oh.
hunting and playing fetch. We play fetch until either one of the two of us gets tired. He has that mylar crinkled up ball. It's about that big around. And I flick it like that, and it goes wing across the room. And he takes off after it, gets it, and brings it back. Literally puts it in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Spirit is like that. Spirit is a fetch cat, but
I
Clarity,
love it.
you throw it at Clarity, and she just goes,
You want me to do what? She's like, what'd you throw that at me
yeah.
for? What I do?
Ruben, though, if you throw something at Ruben, or in his general direction, not at him, but in his general direction, he puts one wing up in the air, he puts one wing out to the side, he opens his beak real wide and runs at it like, ah!
And whatever it is, better run away. That beak. Don't watch out for that beak.
He loves. We have hundreds of dollars worth of toys for him that he doesn't even play with.
Oh yeah.
Even if I'm trying to interact with him, he hardly interacts at all. But if you have a box or a bottle, a plastic bottle, he is in heaven, and he'll play with that for. And he has one little pink ball that he loves to like stand on and kind of do a circle dance while he's standing on it. And those are his toys. Hey, Sid's here. Good morning, Sid.
Yes, Sin. Good to see you. Hey, Deb and Costco. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. It's been a long time.
Yeah, wow.
Really good to see you, darling.
Like a name blast from the past.
Yes. And I'm looking over here at this little dude. He's lazy.
Oh, look at that face.
He's snoozing. He's getting so big.
He is. I was shocked the other day when you sent me a picture. I was like, holy cow, he's like tripled in size since you first got him.
He just looks like a smaller version of an adult cat.
Yeah.
The kitten part of it, except his fat tummy. The kitten part is just about gone.
Yeah, well,
and he's about half grown. He's 4 months old.
Cats get that paunch, and like Clarity's got a big paunch on her.
But it's
like a pound more than Spirit.
He's chilling. Oh, he's the king of chilling. He's exhausted, Sin. We played fetch almost all night, and I think I got about 3 hours sleep, and he woke me up again at 4:30 with that red crinkly thing, trying to put it in my nose or whatever to get me. Let's play some more.
Yeah, cats can sleep in spurts, and you know what? I sleep.
I think that's why they call it a cat nap.
Right, exactly. I sleep in spurts too, so I can't say anything.
That's me all night. Well, my bladder won't let me do more. I I need to talk to the doctor about that. I need to do Kegel exercises.
Yeah, I know. I know. Me too.
I need to do a lot of kinds of exercise.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
haven't even measured my jump rope to me yet. You know how I bought that jump rope? Was that last month?
Yeah, I mean, you got great. You got the weather where you could go out and
I
do it.
know there's no excuse. Except it was 40 degrees this morning with a humidity of 37, which made it
Woo!
feel like 37 degrees outside.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh.
We've got like 42 right now, 42 or 43 degrees right now, but our humidity is high. We have a real high humidity here, so it feels colder. But
We're in the 70s. I was tickled because this weekend was the Snoop Dogg Fiesta Arizona Bowl.
love Snoop, and I love. Katie bought me a Snoop Dogg cookbook for Christmas. I should have brought it in here. Dang it, I wasn't thinking. But it is so fun, and the recipes are all good. Like I will make every recipe in this book, every single one of them.
Oh,
And
there's like pulled pork sandwiches and
well,
all
there's a lot
kinds.
more. I mean, it is a full blown,
Mhm.
mini course meal book, and I'm really surprised at how well. I don't know if he wrote it himself or if he had just a really good author to help him with that, but I'll tell you what, it is written so well and so easy to understand. I just love it. I need to do a lot more exercises, but I usually don't. Yeah, that's me too. I get like great ambition, I get like great intention to go downstairs and use the treadmill and the exercise.
Yeah.
And then I start walking down the stairs and I'm like, oh, maybe I should take a nap first.
Oh dear, that's funny.
What are you cooking for new? Are you cooking anything special for tonight for New Year's Eve, Katie?
No, I'm actually having leftover Taco Bell from yesterday. I get need to pinch the pennies now.
Yeah.
I
Well,
bought a new
why is
computer.
that?
I bought a new laptop yesterday.
Woohoo!
And I mean, we're talking like last night, huh? Was it 8, 9, almost 10 o'clock your time?
Yeah, it was around
9:30,
9:30
9:30.
my time, I think it was when
I
you
went,
said
guess what I did? Ooh, I
you like
like.
my shaman hat.
Oh,
I'm
I
still trying
like
to I'm
it.
still trying to adjust it, but I'll tell
It's
you what.
hard. I have a um like cowboy hat style hat, black one that I want to wear back here. But to get it to fit right here where it doesn't give me a headache or won't fall off. My head, I have a nice, really nice shaped head. I know because I didn't used to have hair. And I was surprised because I was tomboy. I was bumping and banging. Do you guys see that I have a, I think you see it a lot right here. See that bump?
Yeah, I have a bump on my head right here too.
That's from playing hide and seek behind, and I was hiding behind a rock, and the person was coming around the rock and was about to get me, and, and I popped up really quick to run, and a piece of the rock was sticking out. And I popped up right into the rock and damn near
Oh
knocked myself
no.
out. I think I was probably about 10 or 11 years old. But it left a dent, and then as I got older, the dent filled in with calcium and became a bump.
I have a like a divot right here from years of taking this part of my thumb and putting it against my head and rubbing my head. It's people with
Uh,
autism, everybody has their own.
Soothing yourself.
Yes, it's a self-soothing mechanism.
I
So
got
I
you.
literally have. Oh, now I got a red mark there because I just did it. I
You
have
just did
a
it.
literal dent in my head, and I because I
Yeah.
started doing that when I was a little girl. So all my life I did that, and I've just worn a
I used
dent
to
into my
sleep.
head.
This is crazy. Hey, Fatima! Happy New Year, my love.
Woo!
I used to sleep like this when I was a baby. And to the point where one side of my face was getting flat.
I have
The
dents on the
doctor,
side of my head.
they asked the pediatrician, wow, yeah, I have a dent in my head from glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah. Well, I've only worn them since I was 5.
Well, I
And
like my
I'm going to be
glasses tight.
67.
I like my glasses tight. I don't
Yeah.
like. I want to be able to do this and not have
Oh,
my
I gotta
glasses.
be able to move. I gotta be able to move. If I
Yeah.
can't shake my head. Yeah, that's me. And but they can't be too tight either, because then they'll give me a headache.
Yeah. This is just right, but because I'm a fluffy girl. It leaves me with dents in the side of my head.
Well, you know what? I was a fluffy girl, and I still have the dents in the side of my head right here. But
Yeah.
part of it is because the cheekbone sticks out now, and it didn't. And before it was all padded and nice.
I have
Hey,
padding, but even when I was 123 pounds, I still had the cheeks. I've
you got that
always
from
had
your
my
mama.
Yeah,
It's
I've
your
always
mama.
had my cheeks. I've always had a big nose,
That you got,
and
daddy.
yep, got this from my dad.
You're
Got this
like
from my
me.
mom.
You're a good mud of mom and dad.
My
I'm
chin
a
is my mom.
complete and total combination of my parents.
I got my dad's eyes.
Yep, I got my mom's eyes, my dad's head, my mother's nose, my dad's great big teeth, my mom's small mouth.
Big teeth and a
So I
small
had
mouth.
braces from the time I was in third grade until I was a junior in high school.
I should have gotten braces, but I didn't. I got
Oh.
I got crooked teeth on the
So
top.
when people talk about mouth pain, I go, hey, I know that one intimately for too long. And that was back in the days when you got the metal bands around it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Chrissy had
I
that
had
too.
to wear rubber bands
Yeah,
even.
Chris did too. Chris did.
Oh, they were fun at lunch though, because the boys that would used to bully me and make me cry, if I could sit behind them, I'd take my rubber bands out and shoot them
Smack him in the head.
after lunch, and I hadn't brushed my teeth in between. That's
Here
gross.
you go. Here's chunks of meat in your hair, you dummy.
Hey,
But despite all these things, that I've just pointed out, I still love me very much, and
me too. That's
I want that for everyone. I want, if I could wish anything on these young, especially the young
oh
girls, but young boys too,
yes,
I would wish for positive body image and
yes.
teach these girls, don't compare yourself to other people. Just
Well,
look
that's
at yourself.
actually against the spiritual law of nature.
Yes, it is. And
You
it's
know who I learned that from?
so sad.
I learned that from Denise Knight.
From Denise, well, Denise
Yes,
is
ma'am.
absolutely spot on. She
Oh,
is.
she's a wise woman. I'm taking the Norman class from her. And then after that, I'm taking a Kipper class. And then
Nice.
after that, I'm taking a tarot class. And then after that, I just got a message from Spirit this morning. You should dive into her astrology class. You do know basic astrology. And I'm going, oh God. Oh no. Oh, that so much of that goes. I go,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
But if
that's
I
time,
need to, if I'm being directed to do that, then
but right, of course.
the energy to spark that in my brain will be there. My third eye will go, oh, yes.
Yes, yes, for sure.
I just got this deck this morning. It's a Lenormand deck. I'm going to do a review on it. It's the, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's the
That is
whole
super pretty.
style. That's the bouquet card.
Yep, that is super pretty.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
like
and
Norman.
that's the only deck of cards I'm getting this month. That's it.
I may take Denise's class on Lenormand just to learn the process.
Yeah.
I've got all the basics down, but I'd like to maybe take it a little bit further and a lot of times when I go at something, I go at it twice because the first
Yes.
time I try to get the academics of it down, and then the second time I had just opened myself up and let spirit do the work.
Yes.
So that's what I did with
And
tarot.
doing
It's
this
been
this
very good
way,
for me.
and that what it is, it's a member perk for her channel.
Right,
It's
right.
one of
It
the
is
tiers on her
amazing. Thank you.
channel, and you can take it as many times as you want. As
Yeah.
long as you're in that tier, it's her top tier. I figure for maybe $100, I'm gonna learn all those divinations And this is what she's been doing this for 30 years, you
Right,
guys.
right,
So to
and
get
that's another thing.
and
Learning
she
from
encourages you to contact her with questions and she answers you right away and she's a super busy lady.
and we
So,
know that she knows what she's
yes.
doing because she uses all those tools on her channel. So
Every day.
every single day, that's right. So you
Well,
can
and that's
see
what
that
she
she
does for a living. She's been a card reader for a living for a long, long time. And an astrologer. Oh, she's really good at explaining the basics of astrology.
I think I have the basics down with astrology, but I mean, but I don't feel a calling to that. I don't feel a calling.
I used to.
Maybe as I get deeper and deeper into my shamanism, it will start to call to me.
Yeah.
But
I
right now,
used to because I wanted to be able to understand the zodiac better.
right.
And so I had subscribed, which I still do to this day, to Gaia TV, Gaia.com, and uh, took Rick Levine had a astrology 101 class, and I believe it's still on there, and it's outstanding. He doesn't. He first thing he tells you is, look at that. What is that? Is that a bull? Well, what is? How does a bull act? You know the traits of a Taurus. What does a bull do just before he's gonna hit you? He stomps the earth. Taurus is an earth sign.
Hmm.
So that's how he taught it. It was like, wow,
I like
okay,
that. I like that
I
association
can
stuff.
relate. And he's this old guy with long gray hair, white hair, and so cool.
Hey,
He's got a YouTube channel too.
since Sin is saying, by the way, Dali, I like your new medicine wheel with ruins. I
Oh
made that.
yes.
I made that, and I made it specifically because I wanted to incorporate into my spirituality both the aspects of my Norse background and the aspects of the land that I am living on now. Right. So I wanted to honor my ancestors and honor where I came from, but I also want to honor where I am now because a good chunk of my ancestors were here. Well, not. I had two two full generations of or full, two full great grandfather, grandfather, father, and myself. So three generations of
Yeah.
people who lived here in America. So I want to, and it's been in Milwaukee. Our family has always been in Milwaukee. They came from Europe to Milwaukee. So I want to honor this land too. So I wanted to honor
Mm-hmm.
um, the 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 spirits of this land, the land Vitir. So
Right.
that's why I created that medicine wheel the way that I did. And each one of the animals that marks off, winter, spring, summer, and fall, and north, east, south, north, and west are all part of animals that the Potawatomi tribe here in Milwaukee incorporates into their faith. Now, I'm not trying to assimilate their faith or appropriate their faith,
No.
but those spirits are here, and I want to honor them. You know,
You know what I am
thank you,
getting?
thank you.
You know what I'm getting from the Native American community? They don't look at it as though those of us who are interested in their ways, they don't look at it as though we're trying to appropriate anything. They
Right,
look at it as though that is what the great, especially the Lakota and the Hopi, that's what the great purification has prophesied. There will be whites that will serve, yes, that will survive the great purification.
yes.
I did a paper on it when I was in college.
Well,
But it's something I firmly believe in.
I appreciate their.
That's beautiful. You know, I was going to tell you, you should make those. You need to do a website where you could do drums, rattles, pipes, talking sticks. There's
Yeah,
so many
I'd
spiritual
like to, I'd
tools.
like to curve. I'd like to learn how to carve walking sticks, and then
You
the
do.
stones that I
There's
make.
also talking sticks. So that when you're in a sweat lodge, no one says a word
Right,
unless
right,
they have the stick in their hand.
right.
Yeah, I love those. Oh, what
Yeah,
stones are those? Just river rocks?
they're river rocks. Yeah, they're just river rocks, and they're from Milwaukee. So I wanted to use local river rocks. We have so many rivers that have been here for an eternity, so we get really
Yeah,
nice.
because of the glaciers. And you've got the glacier rocks too, all
So
down through there.
that's right. So all these animals are indigenous to um, Wisconsin, and that's why I wanted to use them. And then I use this
I love
etcher,
that.
yeah, my little wolf. I use this etcher that Chrissy gave me for my birthday last year to make the animals, and I put those depending on what I'm feeling and what I'm asking. When I go into my shamanic meditation, I put those in different parts of kind of using this as a map, and those as my spirit guides guiding me through
Yes.
a journey. And the journey starts in the east and it goes to the north. So
Yeah.
that's what I use. I use
I
these.
have 4 spirit guides now. And it's so cool. Animal spirit guides. That it's so cool.
Yeah.
Fatima says for this year coming up, we'll keep on sending more prayers, love, and light. Let that love flow and watch for those miracles happen everywhere. That's our New Year's resolution.
Oh, I love that.
That's the best intention I've heard.
Hi, Cat. Good morning.
Cat! Hey, lady, good to see you. Yeah, that's awesome, hon. What do you guys have? What's your New Year's resolutions? I'll tell you mine.
I only have one, and that is to get
New
healthy.
Year. Get healthy?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I have. That is going to be my goal. And then, of course, there's sub goals that like go along with that. But the main focus of my intention for this year is to get healthy, because once I am feeling 100%, I'll be able to put so much more into helping other people heal too. So I need to get myself healthy. So I need to take responsibility of that and just do it. So that's my goal for 2025, but not today.
Nope. My big intuition, I said that yesterday. And I bought the tool I needed to do it.
Yes.
Develop my creativity. That's my intention. I'm open to letting spirit take it wherever spirit wants it to go.
Mhm.
And that gives me shivers. It's so exciting. And I bought a new computer that's powerful enough to do it.
Yes. And you can game with me a little.
Yes. Yeah, I bought a new Dell, you guys. I watched probably 2 hours of YouTube videos of recommendations on laptops last night, and almost every single one of them picked this one as either number one or number two. So
Mhm.
that's the one I went for.
It'll be a lot less frustrating, a lot faster. You'll really enjoy it, I think.
Well, and it helps that after 15 years of not being able to get any kind of credit of any kind, that my credit union and the universe saw fit to give me a credit builder credit card for $500, small little amount, so that I can max it out every month and pay it off the next month. I never carry a balance over on it.
Mhm.
Well, it's been a year of doing that, and I know they didn't check my credit because I have all my credit frozen. Was a I had identity theft when we went into lockdown. So I had everything frozen. It's nice. I don't get credit card offers and none of that crap that you get, that people steal and then use in your name.
Katie bought me another present for Christmas this year. She bought me the Angel Numbers book, which I keep it out by my computer out there.
Oh,
Because
cool.
I spend more time in the living room than I do out here. So
Where
I
you're
got it
going to
at
see more
the
numbers.
APC. And as I'm like seeing repeated numbers, I'm like, oh, I've seen that now twice today. What is it? Looking at
So, yeah, if you saw it 12 hours apart, there's an important message there. I see 555 all the time, and I have for years.
I see my birthday like all the time. I see it on the clock.
Oh,
I see it on license plates. I see it. I'll
1027.
be like looking at my phone while somebody's driving. Somebody else is driving. I'm looking at my phone and I'll look up and I'll look at a house number and it'll be 1127. Like I know like where 1127 is on like every block on the way to and from Potawatomi Casino.
That's cool.
So I like, oh, I noticed my birthday. I gotta play today. I gotta play
Yeah,
something today. And that's been working out very well. Let's just put it that way.
I'm gonna have to try that because I don't see 2358 very often though.
Two,
Because
three,
that's
five,
my
eight.
birthday, 2358.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's in that book though, because that book has almost every possible number combination up to I believe 4 digits.
Yeah, it goes up to 999.
Yeah.
99. So you'd have to look at it as
Oh, I would just add them together and get the number. The
right.
single
Yeah,
digit
just
number.
add them together and get that
Yeah.
number. Get your angel number.
Numerology, getting the number is the easy part. It's remembering what that correlates with. That's the
Right.
hard part for me. But if I don't have a visual to go with it, I'm a visual person. I remember more by watching something than I ever will by listening, reading, or taking notes.
Hey, Kat says, I don't know if you saw this.
What?
That's what happened to me when my trust got drained. They got the card number from an Amazon data breach.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, I was involved in the uh, credit bureau data breach.
Oh, that's terrible.
My shit's all over the dark net. I get so many bullshit calls and stuff. That I got it. That's when I got my new phone. I got a new phone number because of that.
Hmm. Hmm. That was a good idea. Kat's birthday is Friday. Coming up to
Oh,
63. Woo!
yee! I beat you by 4 years.
Happy birthday to
Well, not
you.
quite 4 years, 3 years. It'll be 4 years in a couple in about a month. 2358. Duh. Janita,
Shanita! Hey, Shanita!
my lovely. How are you? Happy New Year.
I'm like so happy to go. Bye bye, 24. Bye
Oh,
bye.
I'm just
Bye.
saying such a sigh of relief. I felt the big door close. So I'm like, because I've been man, almost every card reading I do gets a dang snake in it lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Shed it, shed it, shed it, shed it. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been releasing.
I had a good release yesterday, a really good release yesterday. So that because I knew I wasn't going to have time today, so I took care of it yesterday, and it was very good. It was a little painful in some parts of the process, but
I
it
get you.
it was good. It was good. So
Um, when I start to feel what I've been doing lately is I love it. I got a phone. Somebody's calling me, and I get up above. Scam likely. I have a new app on my phone. It
I
tells
get that.
me when it's a number that's really close to yours. People have a tendency psychologically to answer it because it looks familiar, because it looks like your phone number. Stuff like that. It stops calls like that. Plus, on Apple, you can set it that if there is no caller ID, no call waiting, nothing like that, it silences it and it just puts it in a list. So if you guys want to give me a call, you got to send me a text first. Say, I want to call you. Because if you send call me the first time, I won't answer it.
I liked the old. I don't know if you still got it on your new phone, but on the old phone, your old message with your answering machine or your.
Oh, I've changed it.
Oh, that
Oh, it's snarky now. Oh, it's bad now.
so funny before. She was like, if you're if you're a scammer, you know, fuck you, essentially, is what she was saying. The first time I called her, I was like,
Oh, it's even worse now. I'll play it for you. I'm not proud. I'll show you. Get into the settings
it
here.
made me laugh so hard. She was like yelling into the phone.
Apps.
I can't stand people like you who call
It's like, unless you want to talk to me about something that matters, drop the hell off the face to the earth.
me.
Please.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Shanita's putting in a request for a reading, so I don't know if you could put a star by her name. We'll definitely
Oh,
do
sure.
one.
I got her. Call blocking identification, live call. I'm trying to find where it is here. Oh, you know what might help if you, you go into the voicemail.
Oh my gosh.
There it is. No, that's voice memos.
Get this shuffled while you're looking.
Obviously, I know how to get around in this app in this phone real well, don't I? Oh, okay. I want. Wow, this is what's been happening to me lately. I get to doing something, and it's not working, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I'm going, what the fuck was I looking for? I don't know. So yeah, um, I lost my train of thought.
Ah, that's all right. Don't worry about it, Katie.
Oh, I'm not.
We can.
Oh, how funny! Sorry, I accidentally went on Instagram. Um, Look at these ferrets. They're playing in a dryer hose vent thing. One is chasing one's on the inside, and the other one's chasing
They
outside.
understand what the spiral's about.
Oh, you notice they go into it from the right.
Yep, they understand the spiral.
I didn't know that there was something that had to do with when you enter a labyrinth that has a spiral, you always come in from the right. Because if you come from the left, there's something about bringing in negative energy.
Well, a lot of like the good, like walking meditation,
Well, you're pushing the
labyrinth
positive energy with
have
you.
they you enter in the east and you exit going back towards the east. So you're always entering and exiting from the same point, but it goes in from from the east. So
That's cool, Sin.
yeah,
She does her resolution stuff on the Chinese New Year, and that's
oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
really
the
cool.
Chinese New Year. I was born in the year of the monkey.
We won't talk about it. I'm on the year of the rat.
That's all right. Everything's got its place, right?
That's right. Hey, just like my card of the day today. Look at this, you guys. This was the card of the day today. And as I bring it in closer, it's the death card.
I like that. It's like perfect for the end of 2024. We're gonna
Exactly.
let that die and leave it behind.
Oh, please. What a year. I have stones with a message for us. They say, have the wisdom and the courage to believe in peace.
Peace. Oh, I love that.
It's so fun sticking your hand into there and you play around in the rocks and then you grab one that feels kind of nice and pull it out and that's all I do.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
mean,
cool.
both you and me, and now you just now, and Danny, and several other readers have really gotten that strong message for the end of the year is that we have to be the peace if we want the peace.
That's
And
right.
that really means putting our intention and our thought into creating peace. And I
Also,
know that it's not easy because it is so easy to just get pissed off at the things that are happening, especially in our government. It is so
or
easy
get
to get
all
into that.
absorbed in the fear of what might happen or what are they saying's going to happen.
Yeah, but what you focus on becomes your reality. So
Exactly.
you have to
First
be
law.
mindful. Let me tell you a quick story of how when you're not being mindful, what can happen. I went to take a shower this morning. You know,
Mm,
I got undressed, got into the shower, started, got my head wet, started doing my hair, and about halfway through shampooing my hair, I realized I still had my glasses on. And that's just a one little thing, right? That's just one little thing, a little thing of example of how if you're not being mindful, something can
yep.
happen. So I mean, staying mindful, staying solidly committed to peace as part of your what you're putting out into the universe is so freaking important for 2025.
Yes.
And we got to do it despite the things that are happening around us. And that's hard, but we've got to stay focused on peace. I do not want to see this country rip apart. And I think that all of this has happened. All of the things that we were kind of dreading what happened. But I think that it all was so necessary for not us, but for the other side to be able to understand why we feel the way that we do.
Yes.
They're gonna have to go through some stuff and really
And
make some
we,
heartfelt changes in their lives.
and all the information has not all come out yet. There are uh,
That's right.
alphabet agencies that are international that have been really doing serious investigating because the United States is not alone in this.
That's right. There's many other countries.
And so that is probably the main reason why our president has been and Kamala have been really quiet. I
Yeah,
do want to give you a little hope there because as since wonderful Jimmy Carter, God bless him, passed,
yes. God bless Jimmy Carter.
his timing. What a sly man he was because there will not be any bills done, anything really done in Congress. No inaugurations, no certifications, nothing as long as he lies in state. And for 30 days, that is in Biden signed that in the day he died.
Yep. That nothing.
So nothing's going to happen on January 20th. So take a deep breath, catch it, and go,
I am very happy to hear that. Hey, look who's here. Jenny is here. Hi,
I know.
Jenny.
I was like,
It's good to see you.
hey, girlfriend, how are you?
Oh, has a monkey as her ascendant, and
And
he's
the
a
middle
metal
ox.
ox.
Whoa. Don't cross you. You're like my mama. My mama was a Taurus. I know how to handle y'all.
I love what Kat said. I called my congressional delegation yesterday and asked them to refuse to certify President Harkonnen. That is so awesome. Under the
Harken on.
yes. Oh,
Harken
flowing!
on.
Hi, flowing!
Flowing, honey. How are you?
Oh, insurance company calls. Blech,
Oh, dear. I
blech.
get you, darling. I get you.
Do we want to
Oh,
do?
man.
Do we want to start doing readings?
Yeah, sure.
Because Shanita
Shoot.
said that she wanted one. I don't know if anybody else does.
Anybody else want a card? Let me tell you what I got for our stone.
Oh
And
yes,
it's
yes.
kind of like the stone for the whole year today, okay?
Okay.
It's from the crystallary because these cards are so pretty. I got the peridot or
There
peridot,
we go.
however you want to say it. It says, so much life in you has a most hardness of 6.5 to 7 out
Pretty
of
hard.
10. It deep in your heart, there's a place of verdant joy and shining wellness. where mass carpets of rocks and tree trunks are crisscrossed by flowering vines. The air is rich with bird song, and every breath is crisp and vibrant, reaffirming life. In this magical and miraculous inner landscape, anything is possible. You can sip from the well of wisdom, play with the strands of time, and release your soul when it grows world weary.
Oh, I love that.
This is the space where Peridot lives, spiraling through the never ending green. Come dance with me, she whispers. There is still so much life in you. Restore your spirit and remember your bliss.
Yes. Remember your bliss.
I was like, oh my God! You can find this stuff laying in the ground out here. Peridot is
Really?
all over the place, and everybody looks at the desert as a place of death. It's so full of life. Oh my God.
Yes.
Ah! Because it's living year round. We don't really have a long downtime. We might have 2 or 3 weeks where it frosts, but the ground never freezes hard. So
Hmm.
you can't grow tulips, hyacinths. You got to start them in your refrigerator first. Daffodils do well, and paper whites will do well. Of course, the cat pee smelling one, but you can grow those in your house. But
Right.
yeah, I was like,
It's
ah, I
beautiful.
love Paradella. It's a healing color of green. It's a stone for your heart chakra. It's like, yes.
You need to send flowing some peridot.
Oh, you need that bliss? You in bliss, she says. Ah, yeah, I love Peridot. I was going to go to the gym show this year. I think I'll skip it. I bought a computer instead.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these days, I'll just wait for Dolly to come and then we'll go together.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that as soon as I'm through this health journey and have all that medical expense paid off.
Yeah.
I'll be a little bit
Unless
more free to travel. But right now, I'm so
unless
low.
my little
I'm
friend
so low.
Kaylee, unless Kaylee,
Oh, it's Shanita's birthstone.
oh,
Oh,
is
I'm sorry.
it
I didn't mean to
really?
talk over you, Katie. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I was kind of talking over you too. We kind of do that to each other
That's
anyway.
because we try to finish each other's sentences
and,
all the time.
and in our text, we both carry on our conversations by ourselves.
I know. I know.
I was like, oh, but I want to get this point across, but I want to tell her this. And it's like, and she's over here telling me stuff. And it's going, wait, I'm telling you and you're telling me, but who's listening? Ah,
What's the weather like, Jenny, in Tennessee? Is
yeah.
it cold? Is it warm? What is it like
I'm
out there?
getting ready to get Shanita's card.
Yeah, I have my cards out. I'll go. I
I
will.
set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. That's inside the box of the Angels and Ancestors deck by
I
Kyle
love that
Gray.
deck.
I
I can
was like,
certainly use it.
it's been just singing to me like you wouldn't believe ever since Sunday.
Oh,
Danny, well, actually, I did Saturday Solutions and I used this deck. And then Danny used it for Sunday. His spirit, Sundays with Spirit. And it was like, oh my God. And then he got he got this guy. I got that guy.
Sky Father.
Ew, the Sky Father. It's like, oh man. He got a couple other ones that I got. And it's like, when that happens, I love it when that happens.
Yeah, me too. I
And
like when
something
our
that came back to me this morning, I was noticing as I was watching Libby, Meister Tarot. Uh, all of a sudden, when I first started down this road with YouTube as a moderator, I could listen to the readers and they would say what their question was as they're shuffling, and I would get the answer in my head. And then they would pull the cards that would validate the answer I'd get in my head. Well, that left me for a while. It's back. So I don't need to read on politics anymore.
That's good. I don't read on them anyway, but
Well, I
I
don't read on
want
them.
to dive into the energy. I did in the beginning, and I was like, this is just not where spirit wants me to be. So I'm not
It's kind of like removing a toenail for me because because I was raised with it. It was my
right.
dad from ever since I could remember. So to completely cut it out is such a change for me.
I understand that because
But
I
I'm not
I
listening
got
to the
I got
news.
pushed I got pushed into politics kicking and screaming when I was a kid. And it's not that I don't want to be informed because I do.
Yes.
I've just don't need to understand everything all at once because I feel like the important things that I need to understand, spirit is going to push me towards. And that has been what I've practiced over the course of the last year in letting go, but only approaching when spirit is like, this is something I want you to pay attention to. And I feel it in my heart.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it's a great deck. I love the deck
I
too. I've only used it, I very rarely use it on my
I
channel
even
though
just
for
like
group
how the
readings. And
cards
I use
feel in
it
your
for
hand. The finish on the cards is yummy.
Mhm.
It's really yummy.
Yes, yes. All
And
right,
I
I got
lost
I
the
got
book.
Shanita's.
I lost the book for 2 years, and all of a sudden, I got this little box out to put all my Lenormand cards in and my journal and stuff for class. And guess what was in the box? In that little wooden box? A
Oh, well,
whole
then you
bunch
found it.
of
Good.
books that I thought I had lost. Obviously, I don't use them much.
All right, I've got Shanita's card ready, so I'm going to go ahead if you
Please
don't mind.
do. I'm still
All
shuffling.
right, Shanita. So first, as an oracle card, I got the Elder Bear.
Ooh.
The Elder
Hey,
Bear.
Moss. Good to see you.
Like, and the Elder Bear is hanging out with some strawberries,
Mmm.
some delicious fruit, and I
Passion.
associate, I associate strawberries with rest and relaxation, kind of like my pampering myself
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Like dipped in
And it
chocolate?
says rest, yes, rest. It says rest your body. Rest your body. Take time to rest. Um, and it's really important for the end of this year, beginning of next year, because I also got the magician, and you're going to be using, I'm getting that you're going to be using your skills a lot, your talents, especially with your healing talents. Um, you're going to be using them a lot in 2025, and it's going to be taxing. It's going to be taxing on you and your body. So, what Spirit is telling me is make sure that you're giving yourself periods of rest in between that great activity, because I know as somebody who is starting to delve into healing, that it drains you mind, body, and spirit sometimes when you're working hard to help somebody else
When I was
get
first
there.
learning
It really
Reiki.
it really touches you that
Yeah,
way.
when I was first learning Reiki, because when you can't
Yeah.
go into Reiki level 2 until you've practiced it for a while, I would get so exhausted. I just a couple people
Mhm.
and that would be done. And then I didn't realize what I was doing was absorbing their energy. That's the one thing you do not want to do.
Yeah, you have to help to, I mean, you are doing an energy exchange.
Oh,
You are doing a huge energy exchange, but you don't need to take on their
right. To
energy
heal it.
as part of the exchange. It's really more like a hose with a check valve on it. That's what you need
What
to
you
create,
become.
because flowing out your
Mhm.
energy to them, you don't want it to back up the hose and hit
What
you.
you do is you begin, what you do is you start to focus on that light coming in the top of your head and going out your hands. Nothing can come in you as it's coming out of you. It's like, well,
Right. And I'm
people get
starting
really
to shift.
afraid of doing shadow work or dark entities or ghosts and that kind of stuff. And I got one thing to tell you. You're a light worker. Do you know what happens in a dark room when you turn the light on? What happens to the dark? It vanishes.
Right.
So
And
that's
I
what
think that
happens to
Shanita,
your. This is a really important point. Spirit's going, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him. Your fear is what is holding you back. It is what has made us manifest this election. We manifested the thing we were the most afraid of.
yeah, yeah, your focus becomes your
And
reality.
so, yes. And when you're asking as a manifesting process or ritual, I couldn't think of the word ritual for a second there. I had a brain fart. Make sure you don't say, I want anywhere in there or I need, because that is asking for more lack. It is recognizing I do not have. If you
Right,
want to manifest, you have to do it as though it's here now. I have it.
right,
Thank
right.
you. That's how you
Hmm.
manifest stuff. When we tell you to
Yeah, I agree
live
with
in
that 100%.
gratitude, that's the very basics of manifesting.
Right. Living in gratitude is the way to go.
Nita.
Yes. And I'm confident that Shanita is already good at
Oh, yeah.
protecting herself. That she's at making that happen. I just know that I am foreseeing that 2025 is just going to be one of those years where you're going to have a lot on your plate, Shanita, as far as healing goes. So, oh, who's here? It's Chrissy.
Happy New Year! Oh, I gotta tell Shanita her cards. I've got goosebumps all over me. My goodness, all the way down my
Yeah, we're
legs.
doing it. So,
All right. Well, I figured I'd come say
So
hi.
good to see you today.
Yeah, good to see you
Mwah. Love
too.
you.
did you just you're on lunch?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be done like
Yeah,
in
we
10
won't be too
minutes or
much
so.
longer.
I brought chicken from like
Ooh,
Ooh, yummy.
tasty.
I'll be right over.
chicken fried rice.
Chicken fried rice.
Ooh, yum. I
Ooh.
will be right over. See you later, love.
Happy New Year.
Bye bye. I'll talk to you later. Anyway, Shanita. Oh my goodness. This goes right along with what Rachel was saying. First thing I get is I got the spring card. It's the hair. See your seeds grow. All the hard work,
Yes.
like your book that you planted this year, in
Books.
2020, yeah, in 2025, I was thinking about the most recent one.
Yeah.
2025, hello, those were the seeds. The book, yeah, get ready because you are being told by the stargazer to set your sights high. This makes me want to cry, woman. You know, this is way bigger than a damn sinkhole in your backyard. Because the third card says, when you set your sights as higher than you ever dreamed of, you will enjoy success and happiness in the light of the sun.
Hooray!
Woohoo!
That sun card man keeps coming up for people, and I love that. I love seeing that because
That
the
sun,
sun.
and this sun card is so cool.
It's such a nurturing, bright,
Yeah.
um, growing card. It's just the sun is like when that comes up in a personal reading for myself, I'm always like, oh yes, because Suna,
It's the other one that I
she
always
brings it.
comes up for me a lot. The Shaolin Master. And it's always about being grateful in the movement and grace, being graceful in your movement. But I get learn your tools and your guides. Praying mantis. And see that is an orb above his fist. So that's always a super powerful. And then the dragon behind him is like, yeah. And then this woman. I just love this deck.
The Water Guardian,
Connect with
Neptune,
your. I
emotions.
just yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't she beautiful? She's just gorgeous.
she is. She is. She looks like the chick who played Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I can't.
What?
What was her name?
Linda.
No, 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 no. The new Wonder
Oh
Woman.
yes. The
You guys don't know
Israeli
who I'm talking
girl.
about, right?
Yeah.
She's hot. She's hot as hot like fire.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, ooh, listening to Rachel and I'm sitting here going, making my bed rock here. I gotta tell her, gotta tell her. Well,
Hey,
things getting ready to take
that's
off for you,
all.
beautiful. You're flying over?
She's gonna fly over
We're
to my house and
chicken.
eat my chicken fried
Yes,
rice.
me too. As I said, I'll be right over. Let me tell you, the food that household produces. Rachel, Dali
I'm a
cooks
cook.
shrimp at least once a week. I was
Yeah,
going to tell you, you
and
might want to
different ways.
be a little careful with that. You know, shrimp is packed with cholesterol.
Yes, but I love it, and so does the family.
And you
And
only live
you know
once.
what? When you got to feed 4 people, it's an inexpensive alternative to
Yes.
meat. You know, so I have found so many things that I can do with that. Yes, Gal. Yes, but what is her last name?
Who? Linda Carter?
I keep saying Gal
Gal,
Gadot in my head. That's a Kardashian from Star Trek.
Gal,
Uh,
I can't remember her last name. Yeah, because she was even in Black Panther, the first one.
was
Yes.
she? Well, she was in the Marvel movie with the Black Panther in it, but I don't think it was the first Black Panther movie. I think it was the one of the
Maybe it
last
was how she
Marvel movies
became.
where they were
Maybe
all
it's
in
how
it
she became
together.
who she is. Her movie, Wonder Woman.
She she
The
is
Wonder
a
Woman movie was
fantastic
fantastic. I love
woman.
that movie. That movie came out
Yep.
at the hardest time in my life. I needed that movie when it came. So that's how the universe takes care of you.
Hmm. I love the Black Panther movie though. I love that movie
Yes, me too.
so much, and he's gone, and that makes me so sad. He died too
Yeah,
young. He died
colon
too young.
cancer. You guys, when
Yeah,
you get a lot of stomach aches and stuff, pay attention.
yeah, for sure.
There's a reason, because you shouldn't have that.
For sure.
Your digestion should not be something you feel as it's happening.
Right.
Not if it's working properly.
The guy who played Black Panther flowing, whose name I can't think of off the top of my
And
head.
he
It's
was on.
You're welcome, Shanita.
He kind of let everybody know what was going on with him too, because he got an interviewer was asking him about the next was at the Academy Awards for the first one, and was asking him if he thought he was going to be doing a sequel to it, and he was like, "I won't be alive."
Hmm.
And they didn't get catch it. They didn't catch it. He told us he had colon cancer. He said, "I
Hmm.
won't be alive." No, he said, "Seriously, I won't be here."
Yeah, yeah.
And that was the end of the short. I was like, "Wow." Yeah, it's Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me so sad. He was such a bright light
Yes.
too. Oh my gosh.
So
But
handsome.
yeah, and very handsome. Yes, very handsome.
Yeah.
Very, very, very. And you're right, Jenny. She was in Fast and the Furious 4, 5, and
Yes.
6.
Oh, I love those movies too. I was a big Paul fan. Another one gone too soon.
Hmm. Way too soon. Yeah.
Yeah. You could see.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh
I think
yeah.
you're right, Flowing. Yeah, he is in peace for
He
sure.
made.
For
You
sure.
could tell when even in that interview, or just that little short, what that's a minute long. You could see the peace in his face when he said, "I won't be here." He wasn't afraid.
He had made, no, he was not. And we all
Well, you
shouldn't
know
be.
what?
The only thing that makes me afraid about death is how am I going to die? Because like I don't want to fall in lava, and I don't want to. I I don't want to fall in lava.
You don't want to fall in lava? No,
No, I
no.
do
You don't
not
want
want
to
to
be a
fall in
steam bath?
lava.
You don't want to turn into
No,
the steam
no,
bath?
no lava, no lava, no. And I don't want to fall up from the sky in a plane. That's another thing I don't
Oh, I
want to
want to
do.
skydive.
So,
Woohoo!
no, I
Woohoo!
don't want to
I
skydive, and I
can't.
don't want my plane to crash. Those are the two ways I do not want to
I can't
die.
skydive. I have a
So
screwed up knee. I can't catch myself.
I'm a big
And I'm
girl,
old now.
and
I
I can't
can't
imagine
skydive.
how
I'm
that would
old.
work.
I would just crumble.
Have a great day, Shanita. Thank you so much for stopping by. Maybe we should, because we're
Yes.
getting close to the end of the.
Let's
Maybe
pull
we
a
should
card
do
for
a card for
everybody.
everyone.
I'm going to pull it out of the
Yeah, let's.
Therapets deck because it's
Okay.
always emotional and good. You know?
This this oracle deck I'm using is Animal Elders
Ah,
by
animals.
Marsha
Cool.
Frost. Very good deck.
Yes.
And this one too has that nice feel
That
on the cards that you were talking
plasticky,
about.
but yet
I
matte.
love this.
Yeah. Cool feel.
I love this so
I
much.
pay a lot of attention to that, you guys, because guess what's part of the focus on my creativity is all about?
Getting your deck
Yes,
done.
ma'am.
Yeah. I've got a whole new venture starting. I'll tell you about it in a
Oh.
second. Okay, so I got for you guys Elder Hawk. Be more present.
Ooh.
And this goes along with the whole
What a
mindfulness thing,
pretty
just
deck.
be present. I know. I
That's got
know.
the
And it's a hawk, which is one of my
yeah, well,
spirit
and the
animals.
style of it is
Bird.
the kind of like reminds me of the Pacific Northwest Native American long, yeah, longhouse where the salmon is.
Also goes with my goddess Freya.
Ooh, you carved
Freya.
that.
Yes. No, I didn't. I didn't carve this. No. I wish I would have carved that, but I did not. I carved my Njord, but his daughter and son I did not carve. I actually got those. But yeah, Elder Hawk, be more present, and I feel like this is going to be a theme for 2025 is keeping ourselves more present, not allowing our minds to take off on
Ah,
us into dark places. You got to stop yourself when you notice yourself doing
yes.
that before it starts to affect you. Remember, things that have not happened yet shouldn't affect you. And we allow that to happen in our lives when we start flow charting off, well, if this happens, then
Yeah.
this might happen, then this might happen. And you find yourself getting pissed off over something that has not happened yet, or pissed off about something that happened in the past and is over with, and there's nothing you
And
can
every
do
time
about
you
it.
remember it, you
So,
relive it again, just like it started all over again.
right, stay in the present, stay here, stay with
Yes.
what's real, not because the future isn't written yet. It is not, you know.
Yeah.
So stay stay here.
I
Stay
got
here. That's my advice for 2025 for
I got two
everybody here.
cards. And they
Okay.
really don't have to say a whole lot about either one of them. First one is Message from the Kitty Cats.
I like
Yes,
kitties.
I like purple kitties especially.
Oh, look at it. It looks like
And he's
Karoo.
purple. Sometimes it feels like the horrible feeling will never end. It's important to hold on and wait it out because it never lasts.
That's right. That's
And the
right.
second one, yeah, we how much do we build up in our heads that it never happens, but we're trying to be prepared. I was a Girl Scout. Okay, that was pounded into me. Always be prepared. Always
Right.
be
I mean, there's a
prepared.
fine balance between being ridiculous
Yeah.
and being prepared.
And how can you
Right.
prepare for something that you don't know if it's going to happen or not?
Right.
You waste a
Right.
lot of energy being prepared for something that isn't even going to happen.
Right. I think that as long as you cover your basics, you're good. And then you have to be confident about that. You just have to let it go then and say, okay, I've got what I need. I'm good.
Yes. And then this
I'm
one
good.
card says, and it's the stag, life will always bend you, but trust me, you are too strong to break.
That's right.
Be the willow, you
That's
guys.
right.
I mean, even a weeping willow tree is hard to cut down and kill. They are so determined to be there. A
Hmm.
tornado will totally strip them so they look like any other tree. And in the next year, they're all right back.
Full grown, yeah,
You know
yeah.
why they
That's
call
true.
them
That's true.
weeping willows? Because they attract aphids, and the aphids make them drip sap all over
Is that why?
you. Yes.
I thought because they were just so
No,
meh.
that's why
You know,
they literally
we,
ooze stuff.
my life as a tree is so hard.
That's one of my favorite trees. I love them because they always grow like where there's a lot of grass and flowers and cemeteries.
Yeah,
You
there's a
always see
big,
them in
beautiful one.
cemeteries.
Yeah,
Hey, you want a place to
they
go?
utilize well,
You
I
want a
guess.
good place to go to meditate that's totally quiet and silent? Go to a cemetery.
Cemeteries. Yep, for
Yeah, and
sure.
the
For
energy
sure.
is
But if you're sitting there and you're
amazing.
meditating, people leave you alone because they're like, "Oh, look at her in quiet contemplation of her loved one." And usually I'm not thinking about my loved ones.
Just there.
I'm not thinking, I'm just
Just
breathing
there.
and enjoying the fresh
Listening to the
air
birds.
and thinking of all these beautiful people that have lived their lives and contributed to the
I have a
universe, you know.
cemetery really close over here. It's probably about 2 miles from me. It's really tall Aleppo pine trees, which are the only pine trees that live in this desert. And lots of green grass. And so if I want to go
Mm.
somewhere where I get hungry, I miss Oregon and the green grass of Oregon. So that's where I go hang out. I'll go there or I'll go to
That's
one of the parks, you know. I like to go to the zoo
mhm.
because they have water things, that you can get
Right.
sprayed with. Take a little kid, take a
Yes.
little kid to the water park at the zoo, and it's amazing how you get wet accidentally on purpose.
I like what Sin said. Too strong to break is a lesson learned for
Amen.
2024. Strength card. Yeah.
I totally agree with you that.
Oh, and what Jenny says too, I agree. There's something you just can't be prepared
Like
for,
hurricane.
like a hurricane. Right. You can only be so prepared,
Yeah, yeah, you
and
can
you
either
can't.
prepare or leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I'm not worried about the future. I'm tired of
Me either.
the other thing. I stopped listening to every little he said this, he said that, he said this about Musk and Trump and Ramaswamy and all that. They're going at it in their own little civil war. I'm just sitting back and laughing at them all and going,
Yeah.
as their people are going, you people screwed us over. And they're being
Yeah.
awakened. I'm not laughing at
Yeah.
them, but I'm sitting back and going, we did try to tell you, but I'm not the
Mhm.
purveyor of I told you so's. I'm here to help
Yeah. That's
my
what
way
exactly what
back to you. I miss you in my life.
that's exactly what I mean when I say everything's going to be revealed to
Oh, yeah.
them,
And
and that's
us.
why our piece is going to be really important, because if there are a bunch of people out there going, I told you so, I told you so, it's just going to
Yes.
perpetuate the rage and perpetuate the chaos. You know, we need to be the ones that are like, they're going, we are here to help you. You know, let's do
I
this
learned a
together.
great deal before I even started on the shamanic walk, but I learned a great deal with the Standing Rock, being an activist for Standing Rock.
Mhm.
Because the day that the vets showed up to ask for forgiveness of the native elders, I mean, I watched that happening live on Facebook, and that was a life changing event for me. It was also a DNA changing event for my family because they forgave my grandfather, who killed a lot of Native Americans in Arizona. He was given an honorary
Yeah.
colonel. My great
Yeah. Yeah.
grandfather. that I talk about a lot. Yeah, he was an Indian fighter. And so I have always been someone that was kind of ashamed of that in my past, but yet at the same time, he was a pioneer and this state wouldn't be here without him.
You don't have to be ashamed. You don't carry your ancestors' guilt. I mean,
No,
you
but you
it's
are
great
capable.
when it can be forgiven. Like, it's great
Yes,
when like something can be mended and
yes.
forgiven, but you do not have to
But
carry your
some
what your
of us,
ancestors did. They don't make you. They do not make
Dolly,
you. What they did don't
no,
make you.
but
You know
let
what
me
I'm
tell
saying?
you something. Some of us in each family have been chosen to heal the DNA of the family.
Oh, sure.
And this was part of me being chosen to do that. And that also awakened me even more to
I
the
agree.
ways. And the number one point I'm really trying to make here is what did they do? When they were protesting, they weren't protesters, they were prayers.
Right.
That
Right.
massive
Yeah.
group
Yeah.
of them were
Yeah.
all praying the day they got the water
That's right.
cannons out. None of them made a violent, aggressive move whatsoever. They were all
That's
praying, and
right.
the elders were right out there in front. And I thought, damn, this is what we need to do as a people.
That's exactly right.
And if the
That's exactly
workers
right.
need to do this, they're
Hmm.
doing it with strikes, but if they do away with the unions, that's okay. We don't need a union to organize ourselves and give dues to. We can still, as humans, bond and band together.
Right. 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 I agree. I agree. Hey, Katie, we got to get
Yes,
going though
you got
because
it. You're gonna have cold
I have to
rice.
get out there before I get in trouble with
You're
my
gonna have
girl.
cold
So
rice, and she's got to go back to work.
yeah,
Oh, I love you.
but I love you
Happy
guys.
New
Thank you
Year.
all for coming and having a great conversation with
I hope
us.
you have the best year that you've all dreamt of this year. I want Shanita's cards to be everybody's cards in here. They're terrific. Thank you so. Yes, Fatima, leave
Yes,
the past in the
Matthew,
past. We
right?
cannot change the past. We can only change the future. We can change
That's
today
right.
too. And I'm
That's
gonna
right.
change myself right on out too. I love you guys. Hang in there while I take us out with a little bit of tunes, and we'll see you next time. Love you. Together we're
Okay,
gonna
everyone.
thrive, y'all.